Well, come on in out of that cold, snowy weather that we're having today. Well, actually, I think it was in the 60s today. Probably going to be in the 60s tomorrow. But anyway, come on in. Let's take a look at your inspection report. So stay with me. Okay, now let's take a look at the inspection report and see how it reads out. This is a generic report. This is exactly what you will get, only your information obviously will be filled into all these blanks. The upper right-hand corner of the report is the legend. Each one of these initials pertain to something. A is consistent with the age of the chimney. B, see comments below. C, repairs needed. D, need further evaluation. Or E, not applicable. And they're placed into the boxes next to the parts of the chimney that can be easily identified in this diagram. And then, of course, you'll find my comments here below. Now, let's take a look at your personal report. So stay with me. Hey, Dean, it was great to see you out at the house today. Nice location for that house, right? Let's take a look up on top. I've got some cracks in the crown. Remember, cracked crowns almost always leak. They can be either re-poured. In this case, that's what it's going to really need, is to have this crown re-poured. You can caulk it up here, but you get so much traffic down on top of it, it would just wash the caulking out. So re-pouring the crown would be a good idea. This chimney, we need to keep as much moisture out as humanly possible. You can see where the chimney has settled away from the house a little bit there, and left an open spot in there. Now, my recommendation here, and I know you and I chatted about this, is to have like a Carolina Concrete Pumping. There's all kinds of different companies that will handle that. Have an engineer come out and make the proper recommendations for moving that chimney and stabilizing it. So that would be next on the list. Behind the chimney, any chimney broader than 30 inches requires a cricket. Here's an example of a cricket here. The idea is so obviously so the trash doesn't build up back here and cause a mildew problem, but also it diverts the water around the chimney, and so it helps solve a lot of water leak issues. And one thing you don't need at this house is any more water leaks, that's for sure. You can see in the firebox area, you can see the effervescence in here from the water that has been coming down that chimney for a long time. Well, there's no chimney cap on the top of the chimney, and they're not code required in this state. They are in other states, like out in California. They want the screen to keep the sparks from going out into the woods. But here we don't worry so much about that, so they're not required, but you should install them to keep the water out. Especially this chimney's had so much water in over its lifetime. Damper's rusty, appears to be working. There's so much debris behind there trapping that moisture. It's hard to say once the damper's removed whether it can be saved or not. That'll be something that we'll just have to wait and see on. You can see the separation here between the surround and the firebox. Holy cats, huh? Smoke chamber, missing some mortar in here. That's not a difficult task. Dry stacked flue system, but the flue liners seem to be tight against each other, so I'd give you a pass on that. Questions for me, give me a call, 704-526-6348. You can email me at chris@affordablesweep.com. Thanks.